I welcome you to today's edition. As usual, I'm your favorite, beautiful, and enjoyable host, Obaya Ejapuma, and I'm here with my
co-host Nanaya, and I'm your host for Abatanye right here on City Star TV.
Yes, it's City Star TV. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media handles at City Star TV. Also, it's Thursday, and we are both Thursday born. So if you're Thursday born, shut up. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back. Today we are discussing something I know you have experienced it, or a friend of yours, or something common in our society. What causes problems or issues in our relationship, being it courtship, dating, or marriage? What do you think causes issues or problems in relationship? That is what we are discussing today. So kindly leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure you say everything and you say it all. Odeu,
Yes, dear.
where the power?
Made her say also sir. Yeah, for dear, do you cry that say nani string?
Ah, wow, sure. So you're special, So if you're Thursday born, be proud of yourself and make sure you are always confident. Okay? Sweetie, what do you think causes problems in our relationships?
I think the first thing is communication and comprehension. Because me feel say if we get into a relationship and we communicate effectively and we comprehend what we talk about, it will bring about an understanding before the whole thing even starts. And that kind of understanding is what we even lead on to build trust between the two of us, because we will know each other, our likes, our dislikes, our love language and all that, what we both need to be able to be happy and be in a relationship with the other person. So I think communication and comprehension is like the foundation. So lack of it is going to bring a lot of problems in the relationship. That is when, even if you're trying to communicate your feelings and your emotions to the other person, and the person is not even getting you, well, I say, oh, nage, oh, complaining.
So, fine, I agree with you. Communication is key in relationship, but to me, the communication will cease or will minimize when there is an issue or when there is a problem in the relationship.
Okay, so here's the thing. When there is communication and the communication, as I'm saying, we get to realize or understand that when we have an issue, it's not the two of us against each other. It's the two of us against the issue. If we understand each other that much, we will also have that kind of, what do I say? How do I call it? Like a bond, or yeah, the word is understanding. That whenever there is an issue, we both know it, that it's not me against my partner. It's me and my partner against the issue. That way we don't let the issue between us. Do you understand? But when we don't communicate and understand each other and really define our relationship before we even get into it, that is when we get issues, and the issues come between the two partners.
Okay, so I want us to list some factors some factors that contribute to problems or that brings about issues in our relationship, and we will talk to it. And I believe our viewers will also share their experience to us and indirectly share it with other people. So please, if you have any advice or experience, kindly share it in the comment section so that we can learn from it as well. You may never know you are helping someone to resolve his or her relationship. So to me, I would say temperament. Okay, as an individual, as a person, one thing that I believe that affects whatever we do, affects whatever decision we take, or like every aspect of our life is temperament. So to me, temperament is very key in the success of every relationship. And also our background, where we were brought up.
I'm smiling because you've hit close to home for me. So yeah, I think you're on the right track with that one.
And also, I would say how we are able to compromise or our understanding and our environment. Our environment also affects our relationship. Like to some large extent, our environment really affects our relationship. So to me, these are
These are key factors.
few factors that also affect our relationship.
Relationships.
Okay, so I think when we are able to learn from this, make sure we develop these things, our relationship can stand to,
Yeah,
if
to
not
test.
100%, some percentage that we will feel comfortable.
Yes. So about the background thing, I think sometimes the way people are brought up, like I say, here close to home, you go into a relationship with the expectation that your partner is going to be like you. You're brought up, somebody raised in an estate, the way your beliefs, how you see life and everything.
Exactly.
It's not like yeah, movie or get to know, but you see, we grow up with the expectation with different ideologies and how to strive out there and make it for ourselves because we know where we are coming from. And then there's some people that I meet you,
That is
that
it.
is growing up with comfort. So maybe our backgrounds, my lifestyle may not match yours. That's another thing. If we are getting into the relationship, there is a talking stage.
Exactly. So what I want us to do is we pick one, we discuss and know how best we can solve it because that's how we were brought up. For example, as you said,
Mhm.
someone is dadaba. So in the morning, after what should I say, the
Morning routines.
non like the devotion,
Mhm.
breakfast is served, the car is there, he or she is taken to school, all those stuff. On weekends, you go out for shopping here and there, okay? And you meet me as a hustler. In the morning, I may not even pray. And you know how we were brought up also is fixed with our beliefs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Gives us ideologies as we are growing up.
Exactly. Our beliefs. So after my morning devotion, I just take some my lunch or whatever. Then there be things that um the house helps to come and like maybe dress up the bedroom, take care of the house chores and everything. Okay, but maybe the guy was a hustler,
Mhm.
so he thinks that you the female has to do all these things, and and you the B who grew up as a female thinks that no, we have to get
A house
a
help
house
and
help.
assistance.
And the guy thinks, no, this is waste of income or
Mhm.
waste of money. And that brings a big issue. And also our beliefs. He thinks that, oh, there's a cockroach in this room. Hey, Holy Ghost, fire. I think that no,
I just
this
need to get an insecticide.
exactly. So how we were brought up really matters in our relationship. And I believe that if you are going into a relationship, you have to know that I have a different background. My partner also have a different background. So we will learn how to compromise and also educate ourselves like, oh no, this is not this. This is this. I know some households that after preparing food and all those stuffs will leave the dishes and wash it the next morning. In
Mhm.
my house, it's a big no. 10 p.m. grandma will
We'll be
call,
on you. Lights in your head if Bobo be soon
oh, you lie bad. I remember one day I prepared some contemporary stew and everybody was like, ah, this stew is nice. Only grandma said, aduane so bɛn na wayɛ.
Mhm.
I was pissed off, like I was angry, but I didn't say anything. So but odiye so. Ajomiwa ate everything. Grandma, wherever you are, thank you very much. She ate this food. This woman ate this food and was like, ah. So later on, I asked, what is wrong with this food? And she spoke blah, 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 blah. And so I went to an event and I prepared the same type of stew. And I realized the taste was different. And the people was, wow, are you a caterer? Are you this? Are you that? And I was like, no, this woman was helping me. Instead, I was angry, I was pissed off, you
Yeah.
see. So in the if assuming I'm the guy and as my wife, you leave the dishes for the next morning. Hey, it's
You
a big
you
no in my house. Or maybe my guy eats and leave the bowl just there. In my house, as a guy, you wash, you sweep,
Mhm.
you do everything that a woman is supposed to do. we lay bed, not, and we have some houses that Odidiria, you call the junior sibling sister or something to come and watch it. My house is not like that. You get it? So if like I don't make up my mind that
You need to
yes,
compromise.
the person coming may not have the same lifestyle, the same training that
You've had.
I had. Like no matter how we love ourselves, no matter where we want to take the relationship to, it may not stand.
You have faults.
Exactly. And we have some houses that, hey, every 3 months you have to go to the pastor to anoint you here and there. If you buy a car, the man of God has to come and bless it. Like everything, the spirituality and the mindset is different. While someone believes that everything is you.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe
So
we
religion.
get exactly we get a new car as couples as partners, and one is like, let's take it to the man of God to bless the car, and one is like, why is the blessing of the man of God a fuel for the car to move or something? So I think that one thing is how we were brought up or our background, and therefore we have to make sure that and make like have a mindset that it's a different person we are going to meet. But if you're lucky enough and you meet someone that have the same belief or the same training and all that, then I think
You wouldn't really have issues.
yes,
Even with that, they can still, not everything is perfect, and Satya and your pick.
exactly
So you might still have faults. And what I was talking about is during the talking stage, usually during the talking stage, because if you're fond of jumping into a relationship right in the start, please, you need to advise yourself. You need to get to know each other. At least try to build some sort of friendship. Because you meet a guy, I'm interested in you, I'm interested in you. Okay, fine. Then you start dating. Then you start doing girlfriend, boyfriend stuff. And then a few weeks along the line, you realize you're not compatible. Forget body count, camp always still time. And I think it's important that you get to know each other, especially that's why we have something we call the talking stage. At this time, I tell you my interests. I may not be able to give you all the information, but as a human, I think as people, we should learn to identify the key things about our lives that we need to be upfront about. When you approach me, the first thing I'll tell you is, I'm a hustling single mom. I didn't say I'm a hustling single parent, or I'm a hustling double parent, or what. So basically, I'll tell you my status, like status in life. Be more a middle class, patching your hustlers, you at the bottom, try say better. So I think as people, we should learn to identify certain key things about our own lives. That when we meet people, we make sure say, oh, if I'm going to consider somebody to be my partner, this person needs to absolutely have this information about me. For instance, you meet me, I think you need to know your social status. They're middle class, they're like that will also go into the background thing you were talking about. So me, a hustler. And then for me, for instance, I'll let you definitely know that I'm a mom. And then I let you know the important things that matters to me. Maybe for you, it's me being on the phone with you, talking to you, outing, making time for you. No. For me, it's trying to figure out how to, be comfortable, create a life that is comfortable for me and my kid. So we need to identify the important things that we can't compromise on.
Sure.
There are certain things you can compromise on, but there are certain things, we call them key for a reason. And you're constant. You can't take them out. We'll take them out and you start to lose yourself and all that. So we need to identify as individuals that when we get to meet somebody and we are in the talking stage, we let these people have this information. Then you can know right on from the start if this person and you are compatible or how much you'd actually have to compromise for the relationship to work with such a person. And then if that happens and we communicate that much and we understand each other that much, then we can, take everything one step at a time. And then I think we move on to I said intimacy, that is sex.
One thing that you are saying, fine, I agree with you, that we should look at for what matters to us before we even make commitments in going into a relationship. Okay. But we are talking about, we are already in the relationship. Even say you're worried, dating, courtship, or whatever. So yeah, we are already in the relationship. So some of the things, okay,
So the chances are, say you can share with those things now. At least
exactly.
needs me eliminating any money be.
Uh-huh.
That's why I'm saying I was saying from the start. They say, "Oh my, oh my, yes, I no munjai," because oh
Yes,
my, yeah, oh my, kora rainy movie it becomes an issue.
issue. So that is a good advice you've given. But as I said, if you are already in a relationship, as we are saying, make sure that if you have two different backgrounds, try to compromise. And as an individual, also try to at least, like, you know that your husband or your guy said, hey, please make sure you lay the bed every morning, or make sure you take your bath every morning. Believe me or not, there are some houses like the whole morning no bath. Oh, it's possible. Aside say oko school or oko ejuma, if not say school or work, if
Onjari.
during the morning. Okay, so this has, and there are some houses as early as 6 a.m. you have to take your bath before you even eat.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe in my house, I eat before I bath. Okay, so these are some of the things that you may not know when you are dating.
Okay.
It's possible you not know
Mm-hmm.
because maybe you visited your guy in the morning, but bread will breakfast in bed. Okay, so after that you just go and just take your bath here and there. But the reality comes when the relationship is like, I don't know how to describe, when you are almost into marriage, or you are
You're
already
fully
couples.
committed. Yeah.
Exactly so. So you have to also try and at least learn. You learn from your partner learns from you. And also you have to know that no, we are two different people. So even how to correct your partner, you have to know how to. It's like, oh, pay sa. Now bema pana in sa. No. Extra, how are you training, and you also had a different training. So you have to know kakra kakra. If you are already in a relationship and you're having these issues, oh, and apabia lay bed, you can be the first person to set the example. You lay the bed 1 2 3 and you know how to say it.
And then your partner can follow suit.
Exactly so. So we are talking about the people already in the relationship and the issues that are coming up and how best we can.
So we are going to talk about lack of intimacy, and this intimacy thing also includes sex, by the way. And sex is not the only way you can be intimate with your partner. There are so many ways of intimacy, and one of them is being romantic, opening up about your affection, your
This
feelings.
romantic thing,
Ghanaian men are not romantic.
Are you sure?
Ghanaian men, they don't even know what romantic, being romantic is. Oba, it's like time I hear woman, not romance if he, my life. Ghanaian men are not romantic.
Oh.
I mean, you can. Your boyfriend is coming to you, and he goes like, oh baby, I wanted to buy you something, no, but I didn't really have enough for me. And I'm like, oh, really? How much do you have on you? I have only like 50 cedis, and I didn't know pizza and a boy a day. You didn't see a rose flower on your way. Oh, some I'm gonna be a bookshop, no more tongue card no. Rose na 2 cedis, that's thick, you know. I want only 2 cedis. You can just bought it and keep it in your bag and be sweet, and it just shows that you care. Or should I a big gesture? Please, Ghanaian man, and you can't fire snap private plane more call Maldives and Bahamas. You can do little things to your partner. A show your romantic side. Oh, seeing her overworking and joining her. Even don't go and assist her in the kitchen. While she's cooking, just join her there and talk. Just even if you don't want to assist, that's fine. Just join her and then oh yeah, then in campus or brain point or presence ne walk on na. Only ne bon komo strenu. And my name is Breno.
So what I was asking, say, how many times that these married men give their wives like normal peg?
Peg. About 4 play the chrome jai. O jai we na mama what that. Obe want to say something is entering somewhere. They even forget to bribe, the ferryman. They don't do that anymore. They get married
gosh.
and it's like the whole romance is there. Sometimes the romance dies before the marriage comes in. Please, when you do this thing, we are already in a relationship or we are already married.
And it really matters.
Yeah, it matters because then we start to feel like you don't love us anymore. We are only existing in the relationship.
When they are kids. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, how are you? Have you done your homework? I was observing some couples and I was like, So is it like the woman doesn't matter anymore or what?
Now, without the woman, how would you have gotten those kids in the first place? So even with the kids, when there are kids in the marriage, you can still find time. I mean, kids, they go to school. Sometimes you can come home, weekend be, too much time. Please sign them up for extra classes during the weekend.
Exactly. So let
Great time.
Some uncles, aunties.
Seriously.
And one problem I have with women, like when they're about to marry or like dating, they will dress up very nice, neatly and all that. But you go to matrimonial homes
or then
in the morning or in
tomorrow
and they wear big panties. Sometimes, you see, now you are married. That is where and when you have to rather look attractive and like you maintain yourself for your partner. But even some of the 90s that they wear. So if you think I'm lying, kindly make this research. When they are dating, the type of 90s and other stuff that they wear.
Yeah. They're doing campaign.
Oh.
once they are married, the election is over.
The 90s is faded. They will not bother to change it.
Yeah.
If you are single and you are not wearing your 90 or whatever, I sleep alone, so that one it's cool. Yeah. But as soon as you are married, that is when you have to be putting on all those nice 90s and undies and all that. But as women, mostly,
Miss say, you're trying it from a distance. It means I'm coming from a distance. I can smell how bad your hair stinks from a distance. Sister, why?
So how can your partner come closer?
No. He'll give you his back in bed. It's not because he's avoiding you.
Exactly
because he doesn't want to get kata. Change your hairstyle.
He will make sure that if he has something to do, he just grab the PC, whatever, and
sit in the hall or something.
And get busy. There are some guys that can't complain to their partners I don't like the smell of your body, of your hair. I don't like this dress. I don't like. And equally, there are some ladies that can also.
Yes.
So first of all, I think on this particular one, you are one body. You are couples. So try and let him or her know that, please, I want you to change your hairstyle often. I don't like how maybe you dress. I want you to be changing your outfit here and there. Because I am partner. And also you as a woman and as a bear man also know how you also maintain yourself.
Okay.
Because if the person is a cheat, the person will go out cheating. And if the person is not a cheat, the person will get something.
Yeah, they'll meet somebody else that will attract them.
Exactly.
Dressing the way you
the person will try to be occupied just to avoid you.
Exactly.
You get it. So if you find yourself in this situation, kindly amend your ways.
And also on that, I think this goes out to the men. You see, when you were dating her and you'd be like, baby, when are we going out? Every time you took her out, you prompt her and then she go and get herself nicely done. Because because she'll meet your friends or you are introducing her to people. This is my girl, this is my woman. It's today be no. When you guys marry, it's like you forget date nights and all. They are very important. Yes, sometimes we women and yet on keeping yourself clean or feel or no me no pen or being home and
that is what I want with a woman to take note of, because he meets
good
new faces, new people here and there. The same way she also goes out and meets other guys.
But the men too can also help I'm just saying that the men, if so, or you any campo, yes, sampona. Oba onya catcher and so the nipie na automatically na. Or per se, or ni bibia. That's what I'm kind of say, me come tatare for frache. Me to, and me brace the campo me pina say, I draw a tare ni matatio. We remember those things and then we try to put them. So even if you're not even going to take it out, just give it an idea. Sometimes some women, they forget themselves. Just remember, oh babe, can we go out tonight? It's just a remembrance. So the money and kind of and one and kind not got a son in your money. But back on a man not in your campona. It's so they like don't forget to entreat your partners in these things once you get married. It's not only for relationships. And yet I'm on a train plan and quite base me p. A time I want to worry any mom now base me. Oh, because no company now right on a neighbor baby. Yeah, because that's your partner for life. So everywhere you're going, for a handbag you do with him.
And also, I spoke about temperament, and it all comes back to our mindset when we are talking about the temperament stuff. You see, maybe I'm a melancholic or I'm a choleric, and my partner is a sanguine. So, you want us to be talking, and you want us to be like, plenty talk. And I'm going to visit a friend out there. Oh, there is a party here. Oh, let me visit this family member. Like, and my husband is a melancholic that will think about things for years before making a step. You see, and doesn't want to talk much. I'm also be a better answer. But this is the case where I'm a sanguine or something. I talk
a lot.
Exactly so. You see, so if I'm a sanguine or you are a melancholic, we have, I think, opposites like temperament and all that. Something that you tell a melancholic and the temperament will keep swinging here and there, will get moody and all that. A sanguine or maybe like
we might just overlook it.
Exactly so. And a choleric would try to, cholerics don't give up. That is one thing, and they never give up and like, oh, let me give this a try. They don't care if they fail or not. A melancholic would think about it, analyze all the possible like risks.
Forget the fancy way. I'm just basically saying something a man to for.
Oh man, cancer. Oh, you
they are the lawyers. They are like they will analyze. They'll hypothesize and all that.
If I take this decision or if I take this step, okay, if I take this step and this is it's a possible outcome, then let me take this side. And maybe and there are people that there are some temperaments. Okay, don't let me mention any temperaments because I don't want to offend any of my viewers. There are some people that some children or but maybe partner no crown just said it's like keke. But the way the partner would think about it, every crowd kind of way feel, but your partner will remember 10 years to come. So one thing is, I believe that you have to know that we are not like in the same temperament. We have different attitudes,
different kind of people,
different beliefs, and all that. So you have to try and understand your partner when she or he means something that he said, and also you as a person also try and overlook things if you know that for example, your partner is a sanguine and talks like all those stuff. So I always say it comes back to your mind. Make sure we are different and try to accommodate each other. It's Say It All. We will be right back.
Welcome back. You're still watching Say It All with your host, your co-host Nonaya, and your amazing host
Obaya Ejapoma.
And before we left, we were discussing so many issues that comes up when we are in committed relationships and marriages. And right now we are going to take some points, some comments that we've had. Thank you for sharing from you, our lovely viewers, your ideas that you have shared with us. So we have one person here and he says that I think lack of communication, attention, and also inviting a third person into the relationship can bring about problems in a relationship and marriage. What do you think? Inviting a third party, especially, because I think we've hit on the communication and the
You see,
attention.
I spoke about the environment.
Mhm.
So I think the environment, we can relate it to this third party something. Okay. Sometimes, we live in a society and you live with friends or whatever. Hey, and then we page on probably besra
Mhm.
or you will. And then who said uknukra sister bit in the front or to ne cam or whatever. You see. As soon as nipa ne kind, maybe you believe your partner, but when you have some perception be at the at all, into be son of cry, oh, who is this person? Oh, are you way, or you way, or you way. From first day, maybe you will not comment, but no matter what,
Because of what the other person has
you,
said.
like you will never have a clear conscience. So bibi kitsue bi esi ya no, but who said generating issues, and also we live in a society where ah, when you're there, on CC who you crowd, we especially the guys,
Mhm.
this your girl there, she no be fine crowd. They come to your house and like the food wasn't nice, so you see, you will try to defend, but we are human beings. These things get into
Ahead.
our heads.
And we start to compare.
Exactly. Sister, we all Nibana what three.
As a
But
shiny tummy.
yes, and look at that of your wife. So in the relation, and sometimes issue kitwe biaba ubuefu, you communicate it to the third party. The type of advice not or the pema no.
Exactly. That's the point I've been waiting for.
Oh, and we the ladies too, we do same.
This goes to the ladies
Yeah.
especially. Stop knocking on your relationships and your marriage
complaining.
to your friends and your family.
My guy maybe gave me 500 cedis for the month.
But what that
Hey, my friend. Hey, maybe I'm giving 2,000.
Oh, boy, 100 Ghana crying, man.
100 cedis. Oh, no, kind of year, you guy.
Stop. We need to learn how to seal our lips.
Exactly.
We need to learn how to
and be content with our relationship. You see, how you see your relationship matters. Like, oh, my guy is not competent. See him or her as a competent person. Try to work on your differences, and you are good to go. Oh, and but we are sometimes greedy. Oh, we are to car money fiancé, so I also need a car. Do you know how they make their money? No.
There are so many fishes in the sea.
Exactly.
That's the fish you caught. Be happy with your fish.
Exactly. Be content with it. And exactly so.
I don't know. For all you know, there's something poisonous about it that you have no idea about.
Oh my dear. And
this is
money,
who you have.
Sometimes to money.
Yes.
Money causes like money is a third party.
Money is a whole different topic when it comes to marriage, especially marriage. I mean, you're married. You're supposed to be open about your finances.
I don't want my husband to see my payslip. The same way he doesn't also want me to see his payslip.
No, I have a friend, and I'm not going to mention your name, but I know you're going to watch and you're going to know I'm talking about you. I'm sorry, I'm using your example. He told me that he put a password on his phone, not because he's cheated, because he has sources of income that when his wife sees, she makes demands. I mean, the woman sees the money that the husband is going to make at the end of the month, and already know, oh, when you're bailing it that.
Into who
na ain't no. O nim se bo so mene so a anka na normal circumstance be so man 500 cedis anka be so but ba na hu so ba benya 4,000 so say on pay anything less than 1,500. So because of that, he has a password on his phone. You see, and women, we are paranoid. She's probably thinking the password is because he's cheating. But no, he's protecting his finances. Why do you make it such that he should feel that way?
In, like about communication. Talk to your partner. This is what I've realized. But
yeah, I said the same thing to him.
This is what I've realized. As soon as I get extra income, your demands goes high. But but we have to plan for our kids. We have to plan for our
Mm-hmm.
future. So let her understand what I say and say, oh, can I want to say I'm on the less, sir. She can't complain. Maybe you can defend yourself. And in a relationship, it's not advisable to send your issues out there because when or the action it say you are cheating, you know, it's you are cheating. And no problem, I'm making demands no more because yes,
It's
you
almost
are going to
started
give the money
side
to
check
your
there.
yes.
You can, yes.
Exactly so.
I think I read a story somewhere. A man came out to say that previously he and his wife, they have a kid, and they are not really living together. It's like they're in different regions, but the woman comes around, and they've started building their own house. But then the man cheated on the wife, and previously before the man cheated, the woman wasn't taking money from him. She was basically managing the home on her own. But then the man was focusing on the building. Then the man cheated. The woman found out, caused everybody. Now, a friend is saying, "Omu here, and chine crampo the age and no kitchen car you are buying
because we are catering for
exactly. If you can, I was
this
being
particular issue. It may be that the lady thinks the guy is cheating. That is why she makes that." In quote,
yes, but when women seriously, sometimes we create an environment that forces our men to
take some
decisions that will or recoil from us, and it's not nice because I can be open with you and then you find information used it against me. Obviously, she's reading through her husband's phone, thinking her husband is sleeping. The man wakes up and says, "Whatever you see there, go outside and go and cry." Seriously, because next time now you're going to go through and see something you're not going to like. You're coming to nag me about it. When you see what you want to see, go outside and go and cry. And then when you come back, you come and see a password on his phone. If our men are being open with us, don't take it for granted. Don't take advantage of it.
Taking your guy's phone. It's normal. Maybe I want to play a game. I want to do something.
We forgot another important part. Phones. Did you watch the video of the man? I think they were sharing their vows. The pastor was like,
yes,
and your phone or something like that.
The guy wasn't able to say.
He can't.
The phone can be good and bad at the same time. Sometimes your husband or your wife comes home and you are on your phone. That can cause a whole lot of issue. You see, as soon as your partner comes back, try to ignore the phone and give your partner that attention. And also, I don't see why you have to panic if I take your phone.
Seriously, panic? Some people, their phone is ringing. They'll leave the washroom naked with lather all over their body.
Just to make sure their partner don't pick their calls or whatever. But why should you panic? Okay, why should you panic? And why should you also? It's normal if my guy's phone is there. I take it. Maybe a game or something happens and all that. It's fine. I can do that. But it shouldn't be intentional. I want to find something. What do you want to find?
Honey, I have a personal experience, and he was driving and he had his phone. And I took it. The phone was even, just where they put the drinks, and sometimes you can put in between the front seat and the driver's seat. I took the phone, like, Nana, you have a phone in mommy. And that was when I said no. Because the minute I took the phone, when in the road, so can you believe that we got into an accident?
And it also brings about infidelity.
We got into an accident because I took a phone. He took his eyes off the road, made a sharp curve where he wasn't supposed to, and an Okada guy hit us with his motorbike. And we ended up in the hospital and the police station over a phone. A phone.
No, what is wrong if I pick your call?
Exactly. It makes us crazy. If you're not hiding something, what is so important on the phone?
Exactly so.
That you're being so secretive. So please, women, we can be troublesome, but men, don't give us cause to feel that kind of paranoia. Especially over your phones. Come on.
Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media handles. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are still on people's comments and what causes issues in our relationship.
So I have a comment here from a young lady. She says side chicks. Just that word. She just said side chicks, I think.
Side chicks.
As some more hard your mind. And then another one here says, to my opinion, loss of trust
It's key.
Yes, poor communication, a little intimacy, and this is the part that really gets to me. It's a lack of respect. Respect.
Guys are very, very.
Respect. Oh, bono.
Okay, we want respect as women.
Yes.
But who say yeah, there is a cacao. Sisimudin cacao. And woman be war.
Yeah, oh, bono kasabeba. That's what I don't.
But
I
guys are
wasn't
very
meant to
particular
get.
when it comes to respect.
Yes.
So.
Women, we
have
get
to
what we
respect
want.
them.
We get what we want. The attention, the intimacy,
Mhm.
the love, the money, the support. Then you just talk and honey. And honey, you from me ran. You on all fours. Near the Do you get
You
it?
see,
It
so-
comes. So they say respect is earned, but that is so easy to earn it with us
Exactly.
women.
So as women, one thing I've learned is let's try to give them the respect that
Me and Mema,
exactly.
they are the men.
Exactly so. But as men to know how you treat your woman, okay, and that is very important. And I think that if you don't trust your guy, it's not that easy
To
to
respect him.
you can respect him, but not wholeheartedly. In some instances, you think that your guy is cheating and he comes and tell you, oh, Miniska or something like that. You get it. And you believe that he has the money. But
Oh, no, farmer.
exactly
He's giving
so,
it out there.
To other either friends, relatives, side chicks, and all that.
Yeah, it's called outside gentility, home
Home
crime.
So Nana, be honest. How do you
Yeah, no, such men, it's very hard because then
exactly?
see, let's put it in a math form, okay? You a man, most of the men you say you take care of the finances of the home. That is your 100%. And then the women take care of the domestics of the home. That is also our 100%. And that makes like 200. Now you men are making a requirement that the women should also contribute something financially. So even if it's 30%, picture this, you've added 30% of the woman's work, your work, to the woman's 100%. Now she's doing 130, you're doing 70. So at 70 now, now you are taking it out. You are piling up more work on the woman, and that is when we begin to think that also fast one is saying, because we begin to feel that we have the balls in the relationship or in the marriage. We are basically the heads of the family, and then when it happens, no obana wa also. Ebanesa yembu, cause nye wasa we o me masam.
You see,
You're not doing
even
it.
if you don't have it and your partner is providing everything. For me, I think that you see, time changes, and that is why you become one flesh. You help.
I help.
Exactly.
You don't get and spend it outside and come and cry at me.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
if you take away your percentage and give it
whether
outside
it's
and come
courtship,
home.
dating or marriage or whatever, and I think that my partner is cheating or spending the money on other things or other people,
I will not respect
whilst
you.
me or you
Because
know, fiancé or whatever
what
is
you're
suffering.
Yeah, and that is a
The respect
disrespect
is-
to me. Oh,
exactly.
that is a disrespect to me. So respect is
It means that
reciprocal.
I'm not your priority.
Exactly.
How then do I give you the respect?
Respect is reciprocal. If you're not respecting me and you're disrespecting me to that extent, I definitely will not respect you.
So as a man, let's give our partners that respect, and as men to make sure you are in line to earn that respect.
And once we're talking about boundaries, let's hit on one important topic or one important factor. Excess. See, it can be one word
The
or two.
ex-partners,
Past relationships. It's called past for a reason. Let it stay there.
Exactly. So we have some people that in presence of their wives or their husbands or whatever, oh, now we'll be afraid. Oh, and funny enough, it's possible that I know my guy's ex, or he knows my ex, or something of that sort, and I'm afraid. Oh, I was calling to check up on you.
Oh, yeah,
Almost
doctor.
every week, almost every day. And it's
Oh, yeah,
it's
doctor.
maybe true
Oh,
that
check up on him.
there is nothing going on, but psychologically, it will not sound well.
No, it won't. Because it will make me very uncomfortable.
Exactly
We
so.
say something, say, Gentiana, than this one. It means that once there's been something between the two of you, There can be something again.
And sometimes you are working together, you meet your ex. Me, I for one, I don't. I'm even against the fact that you are not in talking terms with your ex or all those things.
Mhm.
You can still like be in good terms. But only your partner now we share no, and we your partner ne ho for minutes, for hours, just to talk to your partner. Huh. I think
It's disrespectful. It's
exactly
just
so. And
disrespectful.
it can be the genesis of a breakup.
Yes, because it grows disrespect. And if you do that to a man, it will be very hard for him to let go. You're working with your man, you meet your ex, and then you ignore your man to go and talk to your ex. You might as well go back to your
their
ex.
national anthem, Omuwa de Obume.
Oba umbono so de ene okobo so kra potro bi ana o ma me mpo de ene forget. And omuwa de no yes say ochna ko ex ne call them back
And
relationship.
you know our families matters in our relationship.
Of course,
especially when it's marriage.
We involve them in as much as that is not really advisable to some extent in certain topics that you as a couple should try to deal with. We tend to involve them anyway.
Exactly.
And that's a third party thing we're talking about, so it does matter.
It says all, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We've been discussing what causes problems in our relationship, either dating, courtship, and this boyfriend, girlfriend, and kola. Even if you trade it's a relationship, and also in our marriages. And I've been doing this with my own co-host,
Nanaya, and I'm your host for Abatanye.
Yes, she's the host of Abatanye. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow all our social media handles. And also make sure you leave your comments and share. We spoke about temper, infidelity, secrecy, past relationship, and a whole lot as factors that brings up issues or problems in our relationship. And there can be other and a whole lot of factors as well. So kindly make a genuine research, okay, about yourself, about your relationship, and know what is causing all those things in your relationship, and like make necessary steps in resolving it. It's possible we resolve all our relationship issues than just to it's not always the best. As I said, and as you know, I'm a buyer. It's a Puma. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.